event not far away in the middle of July. We'll be headed to Salt Lake City, Utah for the Days of 47 rodeo. Big competition during the day with the final four and the team pinning being right in the middle of the rodeo in front of over 10,000 screaming rodeo fans at the Days of 47. Oh, gonna be a no time right there at the end. Gonna be a no time for team number 3. Well, that'll take us over to pin number 2 now. Pin 2, team 4, Emily Person, Andrew Schock. Cattle are ready. 6, cattle number 6. Up next in pin number 1 be team number 5, Allison and Tessa. On deck in pin number 2, team 6, Aubrey Sajoni, Callie Sajoni. On deck in pin number 1, team 7, Bronson Kruger and Keenan Carter. Thank you to Beck Sunglasses, lightweight, comfortable, and designed by cowboys. This beautiful sunset starts to come down here in Arizona. You're going to need a pair of Beck sunglasses. Well, we started things off in a big way with Rowan Carter and Bronson Kruger, 10 head at 59.70. Now we're going to get 6 head at 55.69. 6 head at 55.69. Takes us over to pin number 1 now. Allison, Tessa. Cattle are ready. 7, cattle number 7. Up next in pin number 2, team 6, Aubrey, Callie. On deck in pin number 1, team 7, Bronson, Keenan. On deck in pin number 2, team 8, Rowan and Allison. Coming back your way. Big shout out and thank you to Goodfellas Heating and Cooling in Tucson. Contact Brent Lush to schedule your next service. Thank you, Goodfellas Heating and Cooling. So right here in the youth, we have 24 total teams. We're changing cattle on the 6s. It is a progressive, so a qualified run will get you into the final round, but going to be a no time. Unfortunately, right here, going to be a no time. Pin 2, team 6, Aubrey Sajoni, Callie Sajoni. It's about to get good in pin 2. Cattle are ready. 5, cattle number 5. Up next in pin number 1, team 7, Bronson Kruger, Keenan Carter. On deck in pin number 2, team 8, Rowan Carter, Allison Stelheim. And on deck in pin number 1, team 9, Reese Gordon and Tessa Rennie. Keeping him out of the hole, keeping this run alive. Right now we got 2 qualified runs coming back into round number 2. Going to be a no time, We'll take things back on over to pin number 1. Team number 7 now, Bronson Kruger, Keenan Carter. Just 1 second on the live feed. All righty, cattle are ready. 2, cattle number 2. Up next in pin number 2, Team 8, Rowan Carter, Allison Stelheim on deck in pin number 1, Team 9, Reese Gordon, Tessa Rennie. On deck in pin 2, Team 10, Aubrey Sajoni and Keenan Carter. Thank you to Canyon State Feeds, locally grown hay and pellets and other livestock feed. Make sure to make it Canyon State Feed. And a no time going to be a no time. Takes us on over to pin number 2 now. Pin number 2, teammate Rowan Allison. Cattle ready. 9, cattle number 9. Up next in pin number 1, Team 9, Reese Gordon, Tessa Rennie. On deck in pin number 2, Team 10, Aubrey Sajoni, Keenan Carter. On deck in pin number 1, Team 11, Callie Sajoni and Bodie Kruger. Velocity Retail Group, your largest commercial tenant representatives in the United States. Thank you to Dave and Darren for being great partners here at the Coral and Queen Creek. Keeping the run moving. Good, nice work, team. Going to finish at 4 ahead at 56.87. 4 ahead at 56.87, and they're going to be coming back to the round number 2, the final round. Pin 5 head. Okay, give me one quick second. All right, perfect. 5 head at 56.87 as we move on over now to pin number 1, Reese, Tessa. Cattle are ready. 8, cattle number 8. On deck in pin number 2. Up next in pin number 2, Team 10, Aubrey Sajoni, Keenan Carter. On deck in pin number 1, Team 11, Callie Sajoni, Bodie Kruger. Then we'll have a cattle change in 1. On deck in pin number 2, Team 12, Reese Gordon, Andrew Schock. Then we'll have a cattle change in 2. Nice work, Reese Gordon, Tessa Rennie, 8 head at 58.09. Gonna put them in the number 2 spot right now as we move on over to pin number 2. Team 10, Aubrey Sajoni, Keenan Carter. Cattle ready. 3, cattle number 3. Up next in pin number 1, Team 11, Callie Sajoni, Bodie Kruger. Then we'll have a cattle change in 1. On deck in pin number 2, Team 12, Reese Gordon, Andrew Schock. Then we'll have a cattle change in 2. On deck in 1, Team 13, Keenan Carter, Emily Person. You'll get us started off the cattle change. Was that a no time? No time. All right, after this team here in 1, Team 11, Callie Sajoni, Bodie Kruger, we will have a cattle change. Callie Sajoni, Bodie Kruger. I think Callie might be over in the pinning arena. Here in pin number 1, Callie Sajoni, Bodie Kruger. Our first team out so far is still standing in the number 1 spot, 10 head at a 59.70 from Rowan Carter and Bronson Kruger. Thank you to Ashley Furniture Home Stores. 3 Ashley Furniture Recliners for our High Point runner-ups. Fantastic prize. One of the staples here of the Coral and Queen Creek Ashley Furniture Home Stores. All right. She's going to make her way here in just a second. She's up first after the drag. So as soon as the drag's over, she'll knock out her pinning run. Arizona Wood Farmer, your Arizona source for split and seasoned firewood. Contact Sherry McGill. Well, I got a moment, I guess. For those of you looking into going to the Salt Lake City show, the Days of 47 Rodeo, July 19th through the 23rd, there'll be 3 days of team pinning. 2 classes a day. The first class of the day will be part of the Utah Team Pinning Cup, and the final 4 of those classes will make their way on over the Days of 47 Rodeo. They will get the red carpet treatment right along with all the top rodeo athletes in the world, hospitality and more, and be the center point of the rodeo that night. And then as the week goes on, folks, you have the opportunity to qualify for a showdown on Saturday, July 22nd. Winner take all. And it all comes down again right there in the middle of the Days of 47 Rodeo, one of the top rodeos in all the world. Over 10,000 people there each evening. They've got an Olympic-style format, and so we will be doing the same. Certain differences as we go to the team pinning piece of it, and you will be right there on the podium. Bronze, silver, gold medals to our championship teams. Should be a fantastic week there in Salt Lake City for the Days of 47 in the Utah Team Pinning Cup. So after this team in pin number 1, we'll have a cattle change. Move on over to pin number 2, have a cattle change in pin number 2. So as Callie starts to make her way on over, Callie Sajoni, Bodie Kruger. Callie Sajoni, your reigning champion in the junior youth last year in the 2022 season. Also the owner and the rider of the Texas Haynet Performance Horse of the Year last year, Joker. So right here in our youth sorting, we've got 4 qualified runs so far. It's a progressive to come back to the final round. We have got a good one in store for you right here in team number 11, Callie Sajoni and Bodie Kruger. All right, folks, let's finish off day number 2 in the sorting in a big way. Callie Sajoni, Bodie Kruger will be next to go. Callie, Bodie. Cattle are ready. 3, cattle number 3. Up next in pin number 2, team 12, Reese Gordon, Andrew Schock. Then we'll have a cattle change in 2. First team out the cattle change in 1 is team 13, Keenan Carter, Emily Person. First team out the cattle change in 2 is team 14, Aubrey Sajoni and Bronson Kruger. Ten head at 59.70s here in the lead in the youth sorting. Got another good run going on right here. Bodie, Callie. Gonna finish things off with 7 head at 50.99. 7 head, 50.99. Gonna put him in the number 3 spot right now. Cattle change in pin 1, please. Cattle change in pin 1. Move on over to pin number 2. Now team number 12, Reese Gordon and Andrew Schock will be next to go. Pin 2, cattle are ready. 8, cattle number 8. After this team in 2 is a cattle change. First team up in pin number 1 will be team 13, Keenan Carter, Emily Person. First team up in pin number 2 will be team 14, Aubrey Sajoni, Bronson Kruger. On deck in pin number 1, team 15, Chloe Person and Allison Stahlheim. We're coming to you. Thank you to Eve Martin for helping support the USTPA team penning here in Arizona. Eve Martin, another great sponsor here of the Coral and Queen Creek. One head at 50.33. Jim, is that right? Okay, one head at 50.33. Cattle change in 2. Cattle change in 2. But that one head right there will get him into the next round. One head, Reese and Andrew come back to the final round. All right, now here in pin number 1, team 13, Keenan, Emily. Cattle are ready. 9, cattle number 9. On deck, team number 14, Aubrey Sajoni, Bronson Kruger, and the whole team number 15, Chloe Person, Allison Stelheim. We're coming to you. We now have 6 qualified runs here in the youth sorting. Having a progressive, so a qualified run will bring him back. But a 10-head run at 59.70, still the top of the leaderboard from Rowan Carter and Bronson Kruger. Started this youth off tough with a 10-head run at 59.70. Thank you to Matt Stevens, Performance Horses. Matt is here on site with a bunch of good-looking horses. Make sure to go home with one of them and up your level of competition here in the 2023 season. How about another qualified run? 3 head at 58.92. 3 head, 58.92. Pin 2, Aubrey Bronson. Looking for fireworks right here in pin number 2. Aubrey Sajoni, Bronson Kruger. 10 headed to 59.70 is the time you're looking to beat. Pin 2, cattle are ready. 8, cattle number 8. Up next in pin number 1, team 15, Chloe Person, Allison Stalheim. On deck in pin number 2, team 16, Bodie Kruger, Rowan Carter. Aubrey Sajoni, Bronson Kruger going to be 5 head at 54.46. 5 head at 54.46, and they're coming back for the final round. Pin 1, team 15, Chloe Person, Allison Stalheim. Cattle are ready. 3, cattle number 3. Up next in pin number 2, team 16, Bodie Kruger, Rowan Carter. Up next on deck in pin number 1, team 17, Andrew Shaw, Callie Sajoni, and on deck in pin number 2, team 18, Chloe Person, Bronson Kruger. Got him. 3 head at 55.41. 3 head, 55.41. Takes us over to pin number 2, team 16, Bodie Kruger, Rowan Carter. Cattle are ready. 0, cattle number 0. Up next in pin number 1, team 17, Andrew Shaw, Callie Sajoni. On deck in pin number 2, team 18, Chloe Person, Bronson Kruger. On deck in pin number 1, team 19, Keenan Carter, Rowan Carter. Going to be a no time in pin number 2. That'll take us on down to pin number 1. Team 17, Andrew, Callie. 1 second. Good to go. Cattle are ready. 6, cattle number 6. We've got 9 qualified so far. Here in a progressive, we'll bring back anyone with a qualified run. Gonna be a no time. Takes us over to pin number 2. Chloe Person, Bronson Kruger. Bronson sitting in that number 1 spot with Rowan Carter. Let's do it with Chloe. Pin 2, cattle are ready. 1, cattle number 1. Up next in pin number 1, Team 19, Keenan Carter, Rowan Carter. On deck in pin number 2, Team 20, Reese Gordon, Emily Person. On deck in pin number 1, Team 21, Chloe Person and Aubrey Sajoni. Rhinestones and Rodeo. Amazing inventory of apparel, jewelry, and customizable gifts. Thank you to Kathy Herman and Rhinestones and Rodeo. Well, going to finish things off at 5 head at 55.77. 5 head at 55.77, and Chloe and Bronson are coming back to the final round. Pin 1, Team 19, Keenan, Rowan, Carter. Cattle are ready. 2, cattle number 2. Up next in pin 2, Team 20, Reese Gordon, Emily Person. On deck in pin number 1, Team 21, Chloe Person, Aubrey Sajoni. On deck in pin number 2, Team 22, Allison Stahlheim and Reese Gordon. Going to finish at 3 head at 58.65. 3 head at 58.65. 5 teams to go here in round number 1 as we go over to team number 20 now. Reese Gordon, Emily Person will be next to go. Reese, Emily. Cattle are ready. 4, cattle number 4. Up next in pin number 1, Team 21, Chloe Person, Aubrey Sajoni. On deck in pin number 2, Team 22, Allison Stahlheim, Reese Gordon. On deck in pin number 1, Team 23, Tessa Rennie and Andrew Schock. Thank you to Nichols Contracting, American Home Standards, Residential Air Conditioning and Heating. Thank you to Phil Nichols for your support. Nichols Contracting, American Home Standard. Gonna be a no time. Gonna be a no time. Pin 1, Team 21, Chloe Person, Aubrey Sajoni. Cattle are ready. 5, cattle number 5. We're doing a progressive. So any qualified run will come back to the final round. And a no time, going to be a no time. Well, we're down to our last 3 teams here in round number 1. Team 22, Allison, Reese. Cattle are ready. 7, cattle number 7. Up next in pin number 1, Team 23, Tessa Rennie, Andrew Schock. On deck in pin number 2, Team 24, Emily Person and Bodie Kruger. So right now we have 11 teams coming back to the final round with 3 teams yet to go. A qualified run moves you on to the final round. Going to be a no time. Going to be a no time. Takes us over to pin number 1, Team 23, Tessa Rennie, Andrew Schock. Oh. Is that a no time on the last team, right? Okay. Pin 1, cattle are ready. 7, cattle number 7. Up next in pin number 2 will be Team 24, Emily Person, and Bodie Kruger will finish things off in round number 1. Thank you to the Horse Shop helping bring buyers and sellers together for their fantastic horse purchase. Thank you to the Horse Shop. Make sure to contact Aaron Hill. And a no time, going to be a no time. Well, we'll come down to our final team here in round number 1. Emily Person, Bodie Kruger. A qualified run gets them into the final round. Emily, Bodie, cattle are ready. 5, cattle number 5. We've got 11 total right now coming back to the final round. Can we make it 12 right here with Emily and Bodie? Thank you to Bamco Solutions for merchandising, promoting your business. Contact Jamie Gaston. Thank you to Bamco. Youth Riders, we're going to go right into the championship round. Being that we have more than 10, we will utilize pins 1 and pins 2, just like we have in round 1. Was that a no time? Got it? Oh, okay. 4 head at 53.55. 4 head at 53.55, and that's going to get them into the championship round. Cattle change in both pins, please. Cattle change in both pins. That's going to give us 12 total teams coming back to the final round. So just like we did here in round number 1, we will have 12 come back for the final round. Odd numbers in pin 1, even numbers in pin 2. So give us a moment. We'll get things squared away and printed off and come back for our final round here in the youth sorting. All right, youth, it is short round time here at the Quarrel in Queen Creek. Our youth sorting is about to go down. So just like we did in rounds 1, all odds in the left in pin 1, all evens on the right in pin 2. So right now in pin number 1, team number 1, Keenan Carter, Emily Person. Up next in pin number 2, Rowan Carter, Bronson Kruger. On deck in pin number 1, team 3, Chloe Person, Allison Stahlheim. And on deck in pin number 2, team 4, Reese Gordon and Andrew Schock. Those will be our first 4 teams to get us going. We had one team come back on 10 heads, so they have got a pretty significant lead at the moment. Rowan Carter, Bronson Kruger started things off at 10 head at a 59.70. And right now, Keenan Carter, Emily Person will be first to go. They're coming back with 3 head at a 58.92. Well, looking good. Cattle ready. 9, cattle number 9. Up next in pin number 2, team 2, Rowan Carter, Bronson Kruger. On deck in pin number 1, team 3, Chloe Person, Allison Stahlheim. And on deck in pin number 2, team 4, Reese Gordon, Andrew Schock. Kruger Performance Horses, if you're looking for a pinning and sorting horse, No better place to look than Brandon Kruger and Kruger Performance Horses. We're paying 4 holes. We're paying 4 holes here in the youth sorting. We are set up for a big time finish right here with our youth. And right now, Keenan and Emily going to work. Got a good solid run in motion. Come on, team. Going to finish at 3 head at 45.08. 3 head at 45.08. That's going to give him a total of 6 head at 104 even and put him at the top spot here early on. But here comes your number 1 team coming back. Rowan Carter, Bronson Kruger. 10 head at a 59.70. Rowan, Bronson. Cattle are ready. 7, cattle number 7. Up next in pin number 1, team 3, Chloe Person, Allison Stahlheim. On deck, pin number 2, team 4, Reese Gordon, Andrew Schock. On deck, pin number 1, team 5, Chloe Person, Bronson Kruger. Western States Productions RSNC shows in the West. Thank you to Logan and Jesse Wolf. Oh, gonna be a no time. Tough luck right there as your number 1 team on 10 head coming back. It's gonna get a no time. Well, now teams, that just opened up the door in a huge way as we roll down now to team number 3 here in pin number 1, Chloe Person, Allison Stahlheim. Cattle are ready. 2, cattle number 2. Hunter Ridge Kennels, family-operated kennel in Oklahoma. Thank you to Casey and Chuck Hayes. Hunter Ridge Kennels. Hold them out. Keep the run alive. Come on, girls. That's how you fight for one. Was that 4 head? 4 head? All right, well, we got things squared away. Hang on. Give me one quick second. Computer skipped on me here. Well, that's going to give him 4 head at 53.43 for a total of 7 head, and they're going to go to the number 1 spot, Chloe and Allison. Sorry, folks. 1 second. All right, now we're squared away. Sorry for the delay there. Wanted to make sure and get the computer straight, though. All right, pin 2. Cattle are ready. 3, cattle number 3. Up next in pin number 1, Team 5, Chloe Person, Bronson Kruger. On deck in pin number 2, Team 6, Emily Person, Bodie Kruger. On deck in pin 1, Team 7, Aubrey Sajoni, Bronson Kruger. Well, your new number 1 team was 7 head at 108.84. Chloe Person, Allison Stahlheim, sitting in the number 1 spot. Sport Horse Chiropractic. Make sure to come down and visit Dr. Mike. Right over here, we'll realign yourself and your horse. Thank you to Sport Horse Chiropractic. This team right here is coming in with 1 head at 50.33. Going to finish with 1 head at 36.14. Going to give him a total of 2 head at 86.47. Going to put him in the number 4 spot right now. Pin 1, Team 5, Chloe Person, Bronson Kruger. Cattle are ready. 4, cattle number 4. Up next in pin number 2, Team 6, Emily Person, Bodie Kruger. On deck in pin number 1, Team 7, Aubrey Sajoni, Bronson Kruger. On deck, pin number 2, Team 8, Keenan Carter, Rowan Carter. Team right here is coming in 5 head at 55.77. Big opportunity right here to change things up at the top. Bronson Kruger back into the herd. Oh, no time. Going to be a no time. Thought it might have been lined out there for a second, but unfortunately going to finish off with a no time as we go over to period number 2. Emily Person, Bodie Kruger, coming in at 4 head with a 53.55. Emily Person, Bodie Kruger. Cattle are ready. 6, cattle number 6. Up next in pin 1, Team 7, Aubrey Sajoni, Bronson Kruger. On deck in pin 2, Team 8, Keenan Carter, Rowan Carter. On deck in pin 1, Team 9, Reese Gordon and Tessa Rainey. Esquire Advertising Ad Tech Company with full service in-house advertising and a marketing agency. Thank you to Esquire Advertising. Four head at 58.51. 4 head, 58.51. Gives them a total of 8 head at 112.06. There's your new leaders, Emily Person and Bodie Kruger. But it takes us over to pin number 1 now. Team 7, Aubrey Sajoni and Bronson Kruger. This team's coming in with 54.46 on 5 head. So 4 head or better will put them in the number 1 spot. Aubrey Sajoni, Bronson Kruger. Bronson, Aubrey. Cattle are ready. 0, cattle number 0. Up next in pin number 2, Team 8, Keenan Carter, Rowan Carter. On deck, pin number 1, Team 9, Reese Gordon, Tessa Rainey. And on deck in pin number 2, Team 10, Emily Person and Andrew Schock. 4 ahead or better, and they'll go to the number 1 spot. Good, strong run going right here. Gotta go, gotta go. Gonna come in, gonna be 5 head at 55.94. 5 head at 55.94. There's your new leader. 10 head at 110.40. 10 head at 110.40. He's gonna put them at the top of the leaderboard. As we go on over to pin number 2, now team number 8, Keenan and Rowan Carter, coming to the line with 3 head at 58.65. This is going to get good, folks. The computer came in at 5. Was it 6? Six? Okay. So 11 head at 110.40. All right. Pin 2, Team 8, cattle are ready. 5, cattle number 5. Up next in pin number 1, Team 9, Reese Gordon, Tessa Rennie. On deck in pin number 2, Team 10, Emily Person, Andrew Schock. On deck in pin number 1, Team 11, Callie Sajoni, Bodie Kruger. Any one of these teams can jump out and go to the top of the leaderboard. Team right here coming in on 3 headed to 58.65. Going to be a no time. Going to be a no time. Takes things over to pin number 1 now. Reese Gordon, Tessa Rennie. 8 head at 58.09 is what they're bringing to the table. They're the number 2 best team coming in to the final round. Reese Gordon, Tessa Rennie. 4 head or better. Can you push the cattle up? 4 head or better. And we'll have a change at the top of the leaderboard. Reese, Tessa. Cattle are ready. 1, cattle number 1. Up next in pin number 2, Team 10, Emily Person, Andrew Schock. On deck in pin number 1, Team 11, Callie Sajoni, Bodie Kruger. On deck in 2, Team 12, Rowan Carter and Allison Stahlheim. Right here, folks, your number 2 team coming back into the final round. Reese Gordon, Tessa Rennie. With an 8 head, 58.09 coming back. 4 head or better. We'll put them, your new leaders, here in the youth sorting. Four teams to go, and we're going to finish off the sorting on a Saturday night. Great day of sorting all day. Tomorrow we'll add the 3rd pin, if you will. Puts the brakes on them in the hole, and they come back on the backside. Tough luck right there. No time. Going to be a no time for Reese and Tessa. Awfully tough. Great effort right there, but going to be a no time with 3 teams yet to go. Here comes team number 10 over in pin number 2. This is Emily Person, Andrew Schock. They're coming in at 6 head with a 55.69. Cattle are ready. 8, cattle number 8. 6 head or better will put them in the number 1 spot. So they had 6 head run in round number 1. Can they do it here in the championship round one more time? 6 head will give them 12 head. Put them in the number 1 spot. Okuda Motor Works, specializing in electric mini bikes. Find them online or in Chandler, Arizona. Thank you to Okuda Motor Works. They got it going on right here. 6 head or better. That's what we're looking for. We got ourselves another one. Still got time. Come on, team. Beautiful gold buckles on the line right here, right now in the U sorting. Emily, Andrew, got his eyes on it. Well, it's going to come in at 5 head. 5 head at $54.94. Going to give him a total of 11 head at $110.63. Going to put him in the number 2 spot by 23/100ths of a second. Emily and Andrew going to go to the number 2 spot by 23/100ths of a second. But look who's up now in pin number 1, Team 11, Callie Sajoni, Bodie Kruger, coming in on 7 head. Cattle are ready. 8, cattle number 8. Up next in pin number 2, Team 12, Rowan Carter, Allison Stahlheim. Team right here is coming in on 7 head. 5 head or better, and they'll go to the top spot. 5 head or better, and they will go to the number 1 spot. Callie Sajoni, Bodie Kruger. A lot of experience here in this young team. Putting together a good, solid, clean run right here. They know exactly what they got to do to get to the top. Rolling awfully smooth right here. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen, they knew exactly what they needed. 6 head at $47.22. That's going to give them a total of 13 head at $98.21. There's your new number 1 team by a 2-head margin. Callie Sajoni and Bodie Kruger. 1 team yet to go. And they're coming in at 5 head at $56.87. Rowan Carter, Allison Stahlheim. In pin number 2. Now, Rowan and Allison, 9 head or better, and they're your new champions in the youth sorting. Cattle are ready. 1, cattle number 1. Rowan, Allison, a 9-head run. And they'll walk out of here your champions. Come on, team. Remember, folks, get entered in that Pro NN, the Pro Novice Team Pinning. We're paying 4 holes here in the youth. Keep riding, team. Nice work, Rowan Carter, Allison Stahlheim. Going to give them 4 head at 50-52, 4 head at 50-52 for a total of 9 head at 107.39. And they just got themselves in the money and put them in the number 4 spot, folks. I'll have your official results for you here in just a moment, but what a great way to finish off our youth sorting. It came down to the very end. An outstanding job from all of our great youth riders right here in the youth sorting at the Coral and Queen Creek. Remember, folks, get yourself entered in the Pro NN. All right, the computer's pulling all the official results together. Well, officially in 4th place with a 107.39 on 9 head. Rowan Carter and Allison Stahlheim. In third place with 110.63 on 11 head, Emily Person and Andrew Schock. In second place with 110.40 on 11 head, Aubrey Sajoni and Bronson Kruger. And your champions in the youth sorting at the Quarrel in Queen Creek with a 98.21 on 13 head. How about it for Callie Sajoni and Bodie Kruger? Congratulations to all of our youth riders, all of our sorters here today. The open was awesome. The youth got even better. And I believe they'll be taking a picture, and that's going to do it here for the sorting here this afternoon. So make your way on over back to the pinning. Get yourself entered into that Pro NN.